A parasite capable of hijacking a mantis's nervous system might sound like science fiction, but it already exists. It's called a horsehair worm, and once inside its host, it can manipulate the insect's brain with terrifying precision. The worm begins life in water, but to survive, it needs to reach insects on land. Its microscopic larvae are accidentally consumed by small insects, which are then eaten by predators like praying mantises. Once inside the mantis, the parasite begins to grow, sometimes reaching lengths several times larger than the insect itself, while remaining tightly coiled inside its body. But strangely, the worm doesn't immediately kill its host because it still has one final task to complete. Horsehair worms can only reproduce in water. The problem is, mantises instinctively avoid water entirely. For the parasite, that creates a horrifying challenge. Somehow, it needs to force another living creature to destroy itself, and that's exactly what it does. In 2005, researchers from French National Center for Scientific Research and University of Burgundy studied infected mantises and discovered that horsehair worms appear capable of chemically interfering with the insect's nervous system. The parasite releases molecules that may mimic proteins already found inside the mantis's brain, gradually manipulating its behavior and driving it toward nearby ponds, puddles, or streams. Once the mantis reaches the water's edge, the true horror begins. The parasite suddenly erupts from the insect's body in long, tangled strands, sometimes many times longer than the mantis itself, before disappearing into the water to reproduce. The host often dies shortly afterward from exhaustion, internal damage, or trauma caused by the infection. But perhaps the most unsettling part is that horsehair worms are not unique. Other parasites are already capable of manipulating the brains and behavior of animals in disturbingly sophisticated ways. Certain fungi can force insects into suicidal behavior. Toxoplasma can alter fear responses in rodents, and some scientists believe we may still underestimate just how advanced parasitic manipulation can become through evolution.
Fortunately, researchers do not believe horsehair worms are capable of controlling human brains. Our nervous systems are vastly more complex, and there is currently no evidence these parasites can infect humans in the same way. But the fact that evolution discovered a way to chemically override behavior at all raises a deeply uncomfortable question. If nature can already hijack the minds of insects, how far could that ability eventually go? Follow for more.